Hey guys, in this video I would like to show you Optus TV provided by Fetch. I will basically be showing you the interface and how the PVR works, etc. So down here we have the Optus TV box provided by Fetch TV. I currently have the Fetch TV remote here. I also have the Foxtel remote here, so you can basically quickly compare them to one another. You know, they are very similar to one another, though the Fetch TV remote does have a few more buttons on it. The Foxtel remote is a little bit more stylish. Anyhow, let's look at the TV. It's currently on channel 1HD and WWE is currently playing. So anyhow, let's just get stuck into the video and look at the interface. So we have the EPG button at the top here, which I'm going to press, and it's going to bring up the electronic program guide. We basically have all the channels, which is every channel, and my channels, where you can put all your favorite channels. We have a preview of the channel that you're currently watching, which Foxtel actually doesn't do. It sounds pretty basic, though they don't currently do it. So you have a bit of a description here of the current program you are watching, which obviously changes as you highlight different programs. And you can also get additional info by clicking the info button on the remote, which brings up a dialog box with a bit more information. And it basically tells you the rating of the program, whether or not it's in HD, etc. So yeah, and another thing I like about the EPG is it only displays the channels that you actually have. So for example, if you aren't subscribed to any of the IPTV channels, then you don't have to see them in your EPG. Whereas on Foxtel, you have to see every channel, including the ones you aren't subscribed to. They basically do this in the hopes that you will, obviously subscribe to more channels, which is a little bit annoying. So yeah, that's pretty much the EPG, and you have different buttons. You have record. You can obviously record a program you're currently highlighting. There is a list view if you click the blue button, though the grid view is a lot more functional, in my opinion. So anyhow, that's the EPG. Now what else can I show you? What does this button do? Okay, I believe if you want to access movies, you click this button in the top left hand corner. I believe that this will bring up movies that you are able to rent. And it might also bring up the movie box, I'm not sure. Let me just quickly check. Now I believe that this brings up movies that you are able to rent. I will show you the movie box in a second, which is basically the free movies you get every month. We have this mail button. I don't know what it is really used for. I've never received any messages on here. Though I believe, if there are any service interruptions, etc., they'll probably send you a message on here. We have a PVR button here, which will bring up the PVR. I have only recorded 2 programs on here before because I don't really use this box too much. Some show called Engaged and Underage. I haven't watched it before, though it looked interesting, so I decided to record it. So we have recordings, we have scheduled recordings, what you were planning to record in the future, and series tags, like if you wanted to record every show called, Friends or whatever, that's basically the series link functionality. So that's the PVR. We have a bit of a help button on here, if you need help using the PVR, etc. We have a settings button on here, which basically brings up all of the devices' different settings. It's pretty convenient. Okay, let's get out of that. What else? We also have an AV button on here. You must be able to connect your DVD player or something like that directly into the box, which is pretty convenient. We have all of the basic buttons. Obviously down here we have all the buttons to control the recordings, etc. So, you can play and pause and, rewind and fast forward, etc. You can obviously pause live TV, etc. and rewind it, all of that stuff. So it's basically for controlling live TV as, well as all of your recordings. Okay, click the play button. And yeah, that's pretty much all of the interesting buttons on the device. I'm now going to show you the device's menu. So we basically have some featured content at the top here, which is pretty cool. They have the $sign there, basically saying you need to pay for them. They aren't super cheap, $5.95, $6.95 for rentals. I'm not sure how long they last. So it's pretty convenient if you don't want to go to the video shop or use Apple TV. So we have my stuff, which is basically what I showed you before: recordings, scheduled, series tags, my movies. Okay, my movies must be where you access your rentals. You probably have them for 48 hours or something like that. Whoops, let's get back to the menu. So movies, we have movie rentals, which I showed you before, movie box by genre and by provider. So by provider must be, Universal, MGM, etc. Ah yeah, see at the top here, you can look by Disney movies and Roadshow, etc. That would be pretty good if you had some children and wanted to watch a Disney movie, etc. I quite like that. Let's go back to the menu. And movie box. With Fetch TV, it doesn't matter if you're with Optus or another provider, though you actually get access to 33 movies per month included. And obviously they aren't new releases, though here are 30 movies which I can watch for free. They're all B grade in all honesty. Though, some of them could be interesting. Most of them are older movies by the looks of it, though last month they had a lot of the Lord of the Rings movies which were pretty good. Since The Hobbit's just come out, Austin Powers is a good movie. Though yeah, most of them are B grade movies in all honesty. Now let's go back to the menu. That's it for movies. So TV, watch TV, TV guide, TV shows. What's this? Oh yeah, I believe this is included in the subscription. So I believe that you can get access to some TV shows on demand if you pay the extra $10 a month for the on-demand content and some of these subscription channels. I'm pretty sure if I click on one of these it would tell me that I'm not subscribed. Yeah, it's $10 per month. It's pretty reasonable if you don't have Foxtel or anything like that. So I'll click back to cancel. Yep, so that's the TV tab. You can actually get apps on here apparently. So let's take a look at the featured apps. So you can get YouTube, that's something you can't do on Foxtel. It's pretty neat how you can watch YouTube through it. Facebook and Twitter. I don't know why you would want to use Facebook, Twitter, Wikipedia, etc. on here, because look at the remote. There's no QWERTY keyboard or anything unless you can somehow connect another keyboard up to it. So I don't know why you'd really want to do that. We also have the games at the top here. Let's see what games there are. Obviously they're pretty basic games. It's not like you're going to get Angry Birds on here or anything like that. So they are the apps. You can manage your subscription. Let's take a look at these subscriptions. They have a few different language subscriptions, like Hindi is $20 a month, like MTV India and all that. I suppose if you spoke a different language you would probably, really appreciate these different options. Though obviously I only speak English, so I don't really care too much. So Hindi, Korean, Chinese, I like how they call it the Great Wall, Cantonese, Santana Sports. I believe that's just one channel. I'm pretty sure that's soccer or football as the Europeans call it, unless I'm mistaken. Okay, let's go back. Entertainment, $10 a month. If I didn't have Foxtel, I'd probably get this, though I already have all of these channels on Foxtel, plus, about 80 more. But yeah, they're pretty basic channels. They're for $10 a month. You can't really complain. You get, about a dozen channels for $10 a month. The best channels are probably National Geographic and MTV, etc. Most of them are, not too great. TV shows, those are basically the on-demand providers where you can, watch shows from, terms and conditions, etc. You'd want a decent, internet connection. I haven't tried IPTV through this box before. Yeah, there's no point in me really doing it. Okay, let's get back to the menu. So manage, you can manage your settings and your plan. I'm not sure what the whole My Plan thing is. Yeah, it basically tells you your plan. I got this box for free from my ISP really. It's usually $10 a month. You have the different TV channel packs, movie rentals. You can do a speed test on your connection. Oh, I don't want to enter a pin. But yeah, that's pretty boring. And we have an Optus app, which last time I checked it didn't really do much. That's just my service provider. So it basically tells you Paranormal Activity 4 is coming soon, a tip, Argo. I've heard of that movie, it's supposed to be good, haven't seen it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I can't really think of anything else to show you really. So yeah, if you have any questions about it, feel free to ask me. I quite like the PVR. Comparing it to the Foxtel PVR, the remote and the actual software on the device is a bit superior. Though I believe that both Foxtel and Fetch TV have a new PVR coming out this year. Foxtel's going to release a bit of a smaller PVR box, I believe, which has updated software, and Fetch TV is also going to apparently release a new PVR which has access to more, paid content. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask me and I'll do my best to answer them. And thanks for watching.